So this is a burnish pad, a diamond impregnated burnish pad. And we can tell because it has a grit size listed on here. And then when we flip it around, we see two different colors. It's got a top color, and then it's got this burgundy color on the bottom. This burgundy color actually tells me that this surface is impregnated with those 400 grit diamonds. And as this gets used up, we wear through this, and then the pad will just turn into this color. So this pad is good as long as it has color on it. And we use burnish pads for a couple different reasons. One is to dry clean before guard. So after our final resin cut, we'll use a burnishing pad on a high-speed burnisher to remove those surface imperfections like resin transfer, so it's nice and clean before we apply guard. We want to make sure we never put guard on a surface unless we know that it's already clean. Guard is not to hide, but it's going to enhance everything. And we also dry, we run these dry to clarify guard. So when we put guard down, running a burnish pad over it pops that shine, as we say. And so this is going to help the floor increase the shine when we apply the guard. And then sometimes also we'll on a wet scrub to remove guard. Now we use a different machine for this. We use a swing machine, or what we call a Clark machine. The other two reasons were high speed burnishing, so propane or electric high speed. We're thinking like 1,000 RPMs or more. When we work it to remove guard, we're actually gonna wet scrub this. We're actually gonna put ballast down on the floor to help grab all the dirt. And we're gonna put this on a swing machine. It's gonna spin at a lower speed, and it's a lower speed and also pressure. So when it's spinning really high, it's just kind of skimming across the surface. On the wet scrub, we're gonna put on the swing machine, it's gonna be nice and slow, and it's gonna have an orbital sanding motion to it. Anytime you're cutting wet too, you gotta assume that you can cut about half the grit size. So 400 dry, when used wet, it's gonna feel like about a 200 wet cut, and that should get us in a spot where we can remove guard. So when we're removing guard, we're more than likely gonna be using an 800 grit, so it cuts like a 400 to remove the guard.